Alright. I did not think I would be doing this because I'll be real, I did not think that a Sonic 3 trailer would show up. But lo and behold, here it is, and now we're watching it because yeah, it's Sonic 3. I like the first Sonic movie, second one only got better. This one has been hyped up for over a year and this is our first trailer. If this isn't good, if this movie isn't going to be good, Sega's going to have a lot of angry people on their hands.
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Try to keep up.
Alright, let's put up the full screen here.
But you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
Oh god. This is already just so nice.
There's been a high-level security breach,
There's the Shad.
and we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance.
Is this the freaking
Project
That sounds
Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic. But where you found family and friends, Shadow found only pain and loss.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with the
That's
giant
awesome.
fireball.
That's Oh yeah.
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful punch.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
No.
That's awesome. Ah.
My turn. We just talk about this.
Okay, I guess the Shadow this is gonna be like Force Break. He don't need a Chaos Emerald.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you know who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Oh. Eh.
We have visitors. This is sad, Robotnik. Even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
Oh my. That's awesome.
Do this! If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it! I need room. But, sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Found some.
Oh god, Eggman gets to be a good guy now.
Hey, no cheat code.
No cheat codes. Okay, that's a good line.
You do what I had to.
Oh my god.
Welcome home, my boy.
Okay, how?
Is it? It couldn't be. Couldn't it? Are you? In the saggy flesh.
How in the... Hang on a sec. Oh, frick, that's not what I'm trying to do. Okay, so now we gotta do what pretty much everyone else does and go through all this because, yeah, this is
Sonic,
just
you
already
finally
insane.
found your family.
Try to keep up.
First of all,
I know it has
this
always
is just
been
nice. Team Sonic's finally,
but
like,
you didn't change who
working
you
together.
are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Sonic is still the cheeky, kind of stupid, still not very intelligible of Earth that he was in the last two movies. Tails just having a grand old time, and Knuckles is just as gangster as he was in the last film.
There's been a high-level
Something about the... I don't think... This is definitely not the... This definitely isn't the space colony anymore. This is like, actually... Okay, yeah, okay, this is Prison Island, okay. That's weird. This isn't where Shadow was born, but we can go past that.
There's been a high-level security breach,
Shadow just casually pulls a Mewtwo and busts out of his containment chamber. That's pretty cool.
And we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance.
It feels good seeing the movie actually like call the squad Team Sonic. Cause they have been pretty well established as Team Sonic ever since honestly really ever since like really just since Heroes, and then they just kind of stayed with that kind of dynamic ever since then.
Project
yeah.
Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Seeing that, I think this is like, I think these are Gun Forces. I think, even though Gun was kind of really trying to go after Sonic, Knuckles especially, that's kind of like part of the whole deal with the show, with the Knuckles show.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic.
Shadow in the containment. I cannot speak. We got Shadow in the chamber. We got Child Maria. If you're gonna have a Shadow-based movie, you gotta have something with Maria.
But where you found family and friends, Shadow found only pain and loss.
I assume this person sitting next to Shadow is Professor Gerald. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. Nice how they're like both grieving over what seems to be Maria.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I really like this clip. This is the most Sonic and Tails setup I've ever seen in any Sonic media. Like, if you see something that's like Sonic and Tails like, you gotta have Sonic trying to figure something out, and then Tails just pointing out the laughably obvious thing that makes him look like a super genius. Like, come on.
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
Hedgehog I fought previously.
Bro, something about Sonic getting... something about Sonic just... here, like, is just so
He is much more
laughable for
impressive
some
than the
reason.
hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
Okay, hold on, wait. This walk-up shot,
He is much more.
that is just so inexplicably raw. Like, come on, that is just... Bro, like, I could screenshot this. Like, this is Shadow. I will say, for his movie appearance, I know, like, here he looked a lot more, like, glassy, but I think that's because of, like, all the containment liquid and, you know, the glass he ripped through. Yeah, here now there's a lot more, well, dried up, and, yeah, he looks so good. Like, I'd say think when Knuckles was introduced, but 10 times better. I'm gonna say that now.
We don't want to fight you.
That is actually, that's a pretty good Shadow line, I'd say.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
That is definitely the most Knuckles thing I've ever heard. Just this, everyone else trying to avoid confrontation while Knuckles wants to barrel headlong. That's not gonna work. Bruh. How dumbfounded Knuckles is when Shadow hits a Chaos Control. And then, oh! Bruh, if you're out here busting Knuckles, you're not winning the fight without some kind of main character plot armor. In other words, this blue guy right here.
My turn.
I'm sorry. But, bruh, Tails getting just smacked will never not be funny. Like, come on. Like, This has just been something that's been, and I'm pretty sure this was a lot more brought in Sonic X. But come on, Tails just getting slapped around by Shadow. That is just so funny. I don't remember Shadow's hover shoes being able to do that. But if it does something like that, like you would see in like a sprite animation, I'm all for it.
He's too powerful.
Okay. This thing? I know it's not, I know it ain't exactly the Death Egg, but that looks pretty close to a Death Egg, if a lot more disc-like. More like a movified Death Egg. Even though they kind of already did that with Sonic 2.
Too powerful.
Okay, hold up. I gotta...
Powerful.
I'm gonna screenshot this. Cause this is just wow.
I can't believe I'm saying.
Wait a minute. What are they even tied to there?
I'm saying this. Does that ever stop me?
Doctor,
But seeing how much Eggman let himself go ever since he got outright bullied by Supersonic back in the last movie. That, I'll be real, a little sad to see. But also, it's funny. And also something that any other person would probably do after getting utterly humiliated by a blue hedgehog and turn into a Super Saiyan.
Doctor.
We have visitors.
This is sad, Robotnik. Even for you.
Okay, hold up. Bro, that Knuckles line was actually just so uncalled for.
Need your help.
On one condition.
Also, Eggman with the Keanu looking hair, I'm not too keen on it. Thank God he shaves it. I think that's a good thing that they kept in from the last movie. Like, come on. Or not from the last movie, from the first movies. Like, Eggman licking the electrified quill is one of the more iconic films one of the iconic clips in the movie, at least for me. But yeah.
Do this!
Oh, he was so happy to finally have that quill.
If I can't rule the world, I might.
Okay. This looks really good for I didn't really say this at Sonic 2 because I wasn't really doing serious YouTube until like 2023 September. But this look for a live action Eggman is actually really good. Like,
This won't save it.
come on.
I need room.
Hey, no cheat code.
Oh yeah.
What did you do?
What I had to.
Okay. Something about seeing Shadow on his bike, that's just... Shadow and his bike are pretty much synonymous at this point. But yeah, this is just beautiful. Also, I'll admit, it's a little weird that Shadow kind of has the same weird hyperspeed mode thing that Sonic does, but I mean, it does make sense. They're both hedgehogs. But yeah, I think that's pretty interesting.
Welcome home, my boy.
And this is just insane. Like seeing Professor Gerald Robotnik on in an actual film. Like the amount of joy this is for the SA2 fans, I can imagine they are probably popping off right now. Because, I mean, come on. It's Gerald Robotnik. It's Eggman's grandpa, or I think just dad in this film. That way they could actually justify him being alive.
It's impossible.
But yeah, all in all, I think this movie is going to be absolutely insane. Like this may very well get nominated for what's the I'm just gonna call it movie of the year because I don't know what the actual thing is called. Anyway, yeah, that's the Sonic 3 that is a Sonic 3 trailer. I think it looks freaking awesome. I'm definitely going to be looking at the movie at some point when it comes out. Anyway, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Hopefully a new cover or something dropping at some point.